What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's goody with the hoodie? What's going on? What's going on? It's been a while since I've been on this live thing. I know I done pushed that joint back about 2 or 3 times, so my bad for the inconvenience. A lot of shit been going on, but we're gonna wait, see if this joint pick up a little bit, and if not, man, we just gonna get started for those who here, man. What's good with everybody today? Let's talk some boxing. The art of fighting. Let's talk that shit. Let's talk that shit. Y'all got questions, I got answers. And if I ain't got the answer, we'll figure out the best answer together. How about that? Heard Josh Taylor looking for a new coach. I don't think him and Shane McGuigan gonna be rocking with each other no more. Interesting news. When I know more, I'll tell more. I can get this joint to about the 3.5 minute mark, and then we're gonna jump into the shit. Or better yet, if this joint don't fill up how I want it to fill up, I'll reschedule it. How about that? My nephews and shit. Martin Ramos, salute. What's good, my bro? What's goody? Let's talk some boxing shit, man. How y'all feel about that Wilder Fury press conference, man? I want to know how everybody feel about it, and I'm going to give my opinion on it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I know we 2 days after. This shit, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about this Wilder versus Fury shit, man. How'd y'all feel about the press conference? Y'all feel like Fury ain't give enough? Or y'all feel like it wasn't nothing that really need to be said on his side? How y'all feel about it? I know how I feel about it. He did exactly what he was supposed to. And if don't nobody know, they're doing another press conference too on January 25th. There's going to be another one on the 25th. I heard Fury said he's seeing nothing but the number 2s. Yeah, you right, Martin. Not as exciting, Victor Bada, salute. Yeah, it wasn't as exciting as the first fight, but I think there's a method to his madness because believe it or not, those guys pay attention to a lot of what's going on in social media, and especially Twitter. They pay attention to a lot of that stuff. But wasn't exciting for real, but I think that was the boost. I think that was the boost Doodoo ego though. Had to boost Doodoo ego a little bit. Had to make his ego feel so big you can't even sit behind him. His head so big. Had to boost Doodoo ego up. I think that's all that was about. Had to give Doodoo a little ego boost. Boxing Nuke in the building. Salute, my guy. Yeah, man, me and Nuke came together on our first collab yesterday. Y'all ain't see that joint, man. Go check the live out from yesterday on Nuke page. The shit was fire. A couple fanboys had to get the barbecuing. SSB, salute. SSB 28 says, weird press conference and vibe yesterday. Yeah, I 100% think Fury's going to beat Wilder, but I'm pretty sure, like, this is why I think the press conference didn't go the way Fury had it planned, because if y'all don't remember, this is something I paid very close attention to. Remember, as soon as Fury walked out, you know how they announced him first? He came out there, he looked at the chair. He was kind of disgruntled, like he didn't like the chair. So after he noticed the chair, he don't like it, he grabs the chair, he immediately tosses out the way. Get it up out of here. Then he brings out a throne. He basically saying he the king and he's sitting in his throne. Hence Gypsy King and all of that. There's deeper meaning to that. Tyson Fury was about to go put his foot 1,000% on the gas. But then Deontay Wilder walks out. You notice when Deontay Wilder walked out, he not once looked in his direction. He didn't look in Fury's direction once until they had to turn and face one another. Now, if you fighting with somebody and y'all already got a little bit of bad blood built up from the first press conference with both of you, one rightfully was wrongly done and the other one was done right in all of the wrongest of ways. You know, he's coming out there. He's all trying to prep himself. Like I'm telling you, that whole press conference was staged, you know what I mean, for Deontay Wilder to 100% act like, so he could exude confidence. So when he sits down, Tyson Fury made it very short and sweet. He made it very short and sweet for a man who's always got a lot of shit to say. He made it very short and sweet. So then Deontay gets on. He does his whole preaching and all of that whole shit, giving us all of that vibe or whatever. When Tyson Fury went to go rebuttal, the mic was off. When TB spoke first, he immediately started going at Tyson Fury. Then Shelly Finkel comes up. He immediately goes at Tyson Fury. Coach come up, nothing really said, sit down, they go to Tyson Fury. So when Tyson Fury's mic was off, that was already letting me know that they had cut his mic off on purpose because they tried to save Deontay Wilder's. They tried to cater to Deontay Wilder's feelings for as much as possible. So that's the reason why wasn't really much said. So right then, when Tyson Fury saw that his mic was off, he was like, all right, you got it. I ain't even going to say nothing. You can have this. We know what this is. This is supposed to be the Deontay Wilder boost his confidence up show. Well, let's go ahead and let him boost his confidence all the way up because I'm going to break it down. See, Tyson Fury like to play a little game called chess. So right then he decided I'm going to take my foot off the gas because everybody got this impression that, you know, like he said, how he's supposed to be living rent-free in Deontay Wilder head and all of that shit. Said, oh, that's a myth. Yeah, it's a myth because you don't let nobody live rent-free in your head. But you know you living rent-free in his head. So like he said, man, he want to beat the best Deontay Wilder possible. So that's why he took his foot off the gas. He already know that was basically meant to be the Deontay Wilder show. You know, PBC was doing all the promoting, Fox was doing all the promoting and everything like that. They didn't have Bob Arum there because guess what? Let Bob Arum would have been sitting next to Tyson Fury and they was popping that shit. We would have got a whole lot of the truth then. But look, man, it's always to save the weak, man. It's always to save the weak. Two latecomers who don't sell. Yeah, man, it's a sad situation, but out of both of the two, Fury sells a little bit better. How do I see the fight going? Man, to be perfectly honest, y'all been watching my videos about this leading up to it. I've been basically saying what I feel as though was going to happen the whole time. I feel as though Tyson Fury, like I was already telling y'all how I feel as though why he went to the Crunk Gym. He spoke exactly what I've been saying in my videos the whole time. He went to go make that right hand strong so he can knock his ass out. And then Tyson Fury even said that in the press conference. He said, man, even when I had him buzzed, I just didn't have the energy to get him out there. I just didn't have that sting on my punch. I went to the crunk gym so I could sit down on my punches and give him that stiff right hand and knock him out. Now, do I believe he's going to knock him out in 2 rounds? I'm not going to sit up now. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but do I believe it's going to happen? No. But what I took from that is Tyson Fury is going to apply pressure, get on the inside of him, zap the power off his and the reach off of his punches, and he's going to do a lot of inside dirty work and have him touch the floor. Because we all know one thing, Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder doesn't like pressure. Deontay Wilder hasn't seen pressure from an elite fighter, and he ain't been touched on the chin by an elite fighter either. So, yeah, that's how I see that going. I see him possibly knocking him out. Definitely see him winning by decision. But do I think he can knock him out? Hell yeah. Because Chicken Wing Doodoo over there got the weakest chin in boxing. Let me do these shout outs real quick. Tony Bartlett, salute. Tim Townsend, salute. Fah Fah, you know what it is. Fish, salute. Man, hell nah, Fish, there wasn't no audience, man. You can hear a pin drop in that joint, man. It's like a Sprint commercial. Both more nervous than they want to admit. I don't think Fury nervous at all, bro. I don't think Fury is nervous now one bit. Because if you beat him in the fashion in which you beat him, what do you got to be nervous about? If you whoop somebody's ass and you know you whooped their ass, it's like getting in a fight in high school but nobody sees it. If you know you beat the dude's ass, but the dude got an audience and he can go sell his so-called truth to, as long as somebody believe it, that's all you care about. you don't care about if it's factual or not, but if it come time for you to do it again, that's when that pressure's going to bust pipes. Because on fight night, we're going to see a whole different Deontay Wilder. Because we all know when that right hand get the... start a dance off that shit. When that right hand get the... We already know what's going to happen. Slip, pop, pop. Just like that. Tim Townsend says, I thought it was a dead press conference, of course. It was about that chicken Wilder. Yeah, man, that joint was completely biased, and it was 100% set up for Deontay Wilder. Fish says, whatever happened, still got another one regardless. That's a fact. They going back-to-back regardless of whoever wins. Little Star, salute. Fury is going for the knockout. Fury is going for the knockout. He feels that's the only way he can win since he couldn't get the other one. And he's rightful for thinking so, considering that he was robbed on American soil. So he is 100% right for thinking so. But he just didn't go to Sugar Hill just to get that extra pop on the right hand, even though that is 100% true. He went to Sugar Hill for other means too, man. Ben Davison just can't bring that thing to the table that Sugar Hill can. Sugar Hill's already done dealt with several champions. Like Ben Davison, his resume is very thin. And like you said, man, when you got such a talented, skilled boxer, man, of course you want to implement other techniques in your repertoire because elite fighters believe in a plan A, B, and C. That's something Deontay Wilder can't implement. Panda Perilous, salute, my guy. Victor Bada says Fury doesn't even sell in the UK. But the clown is calling himself the cash cow. Yeah, Fury might not sell. Yeah, Fury don't sell really in the UK, I guess. I really don't know how factual that is. But he ain't fought in the US since he been back. But, I mean, shoot, did he fight? Yeah, he fought Pioneer in them in the UK, right? But, Rose with tomato can fights anyway. But, as far as him being the cash cow, he definitely is that because he cashed out $100 million off that ESPN deal. Jackal Davis, salute. DV8, salute. Fury's in a better frame of mind now, I feel. I believe so 100%. It's like you at a press conference for a rematch. What do you have to prove? What do you really have to prove, man? You know you already beat his ass, man. You don't got to prove. Oh, Miguel Lopez. Deontay Wilder got the weakest chin in boxing, bro. He got the weakest chin in the heavyweight division. Martin Machine, salute. Fah, fah. You know what it is. Now, I'm not talking about all divisions. I'm talking about the heavyweight division. But you can equate Deontay Doodoo Wilder's chin to a mere glass cone. Tim Townsend says Fury is not a big seller, But AJ is just in a different league when it comes to money. You absolutely right. AJ is 100% in a whole different league when it comes to that money, man. I mean, AJ is just a totally different figure too, man. I'm just saying, like, when you got a guy that's really like out, see, from what I know about you UK guys, y'all don't really like all of that brash talk and all the shit and all of that stuff like that. So y'all probably don't take to Fury's edge and stuff like that as much as you take to Anthony Joshua's cool, savvy, respectful, goes out and does all the things the right way, and he really don't even get disrespectful when another person does. He just gets extra disrespectful in the ring. You'll have a nasty uppercut coming your way real quick. Both pretty poor resumes. Fury slightly better. Yeah, Fury has a few fighters on his record that Wilder wouldn't even touch. That's a fact. Wilder ain't even beat a Steve Cunningham. That's a fact. Both the Klitschko rematch wasn't selling at all. Ford was called off, and that top rank money isn't real. They paid him less each time. This won't be any different. Fury definitely got cut $100 million check for that top rank deal. Unless you got some inside information we don't know, that's just public information. That's all I'm saying. Fury got $100 million for top rank. He got 10 to 15 million for fighting on WWE. And the point Fury is trying to make is this. Now, when the WWE is a Fox network, all underneath the Disney umbrella, and you already on Fox, and they don't want to pick you, they don't look at you to be that much of an enigmatic figure like that. Like, honestly, this isn't a fight about who's selling what. I could care less what they sell. Shit, I don't give a damn what they doing with their money, honestly. But the thing is, we know that. You know what I mean? It ain't about the money. It's about Wilder getting his ass whooped. So what either one of them make, I can't put that shit in my pocket. So I genuinely don't even really care. You know what I mean? My aim ain't even really what they getting paid or what Fury feel. Fury say a lot of shit. Fury say he masturbates 7 times a day. Am I supposed to put stake in that too? I'm just saying. There's a lot of stuff that Fury say that you just can't even pay no attention to. But that's just me. Man, Dolo, salute. What's good, my guy? Yeah, man, Fury talk a lot of shit, man. You just got to understand that's the nature of the beast. But at the same time, though, Fury beating Deontay Wilder on American soil. One thing I can say about Tyson Fury is if he beats Deontay Wilder on American soil, oh, he done staked America as his home. That's a fact. That's a fact. Because the way he talks, he definitely going to be able to sell some tickets. So I'm just saying, him fighting Wilder right now, he got the upper hand. And honestly, it's going to do his damn resume and his career that much more favors because now you can talk that AJ talk. You can talk that AJ talk. When we talk that AJ money shit, they don't even care who the B-side. See Stance. Fah Fah. Salute, my guy. Mandolo says Fury was out of shape and almost 3 years out the game. In his first fight, he beat him like facts. He beat him like this. Fight's going to be more convincingly. I agree. Tim Townsend, we don't mind the shit talk in the UK, but we just can't listen to idiots like Wilder and Fury sometimes contradicting themselves all the time. I agree. Like I said, nobody puts their stock into a person who talks shit but don't deliver. I could understand why people got to feel a certain type of way towards Tyson Fury. Shit, I feel a certain type of way towards Tyson Fury because y'all already know prior to this incident, Tyson Fury was never one of my favorite guys. I always felt as though he was pillow-fisted. I always felt as though he had a light chin. And I always felt as though he was an easier touch than other people make it out to be. But in this situation, he's got the stronger chin. He's got the lighter hands. He's got the better ability. So, you know, I'm focusing on the guy who's going to propel boxing forward. I should say the heavyweight division. I'm focusing on the guy who's going to propel the heavyweight division forward. All of the other antics and stuff like that, I could care less about. But when Fury speaks, even though he do talk out of his ass a lot, everything that Fury said he was going to do when he jumped in that ring with Wilder, man, he did that shit, man. So we got to give him his respect based on that. And until he performs and does something other than that, we can't even hate on it. You know what I mean? Like I said, you cannot put no stock in nothing that dude said. Man came on and said he masturbates 7 times a day. I said, damn, that's a record. Got me beat. Addison Mirage, salute. Hey, bro, Wilder was the one who started this pocket watching by claiming to be lowballed by AJ. I guess it's only when it suits Wilder the LDBC narrative. 100%. It's always about what stroke them Well, it's always about what stroke doo-doo ego. Don't nobody thinking about clout chasing doo-doo over there. I'm just ready to see solid shit get turned into diuretic runny shit. That's all I want to see. Revenant says Deontay Windmill Wilder's boxing style I call swim boxing. Yeah, he be in the ring like this. He be in the ring like this. Breaststroking asshole. You 100%, man, Dolo. You 100% right. The pocket watching started with the Floyd Mayweather and the Floyd Money Mayweather shit. This whole A-side, B-side, man, nobody ever heard of A-side, B-side until cassette tapes was in. Only when cassette tapes was in stores with people talking A-side, B-side. Then Floyd Mayweather comes and now this whole A-side, B-side is a thing. Then you get to see how much of hoes these dudes really are because how much they talk this A-side, B-side talk. Which really, if you got some form of belief in yourself, like if I come to a fight or come to a press conference and anything like that, I'm about to fight a guy, my whole mind state is, I know I could wash him. I know I could wash him. If a belt is on the line, if a good 7-0s is on the line, man, I wasn't living like that before. Now, you know, fair is fair. I get that to everybody. Fair is fair. You're supposed to get what you're supposed to get. I'm not denying that. If you can negotiate it and you can receive it, hey, that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's good for you. But at the same time, if I know I could wash you, if I know I could beat your motherfucking ass, I got enough belief in myself where I'm going to take the lower money because I want the legacy as well. It ain't all about the money because really, if you come from a situation where you are less fortunate financially than the other, man, 7 figures already changed your life. Be perfectly honest. It's like, how long can you say in the boxing game that you realistically chasing money? I mean, you never can have enough money, but when are you content is the question. Because it only boils down to your contention at the end of the day. As long as you're content, that's all that matters. But for me personally, and for anybody else who cares about sports or ever played a sport, man, all of that money don't mean shit, man. When it come to football, man, you want that Lombardi trophy. When it come to basketball, you want to hold up that trophy. Baseball, soccer, it's all about the glory, man. It's all about the glory. And if it ain't about the glory, what you doing it for? Floyd made a lot of money, but glory came with that. Glory came with that hard work, dedication, and a hell of a lot of skill. That shit didn't come overnight. It's when you look at dudes like Deontay Wilder, who doesn't have a skill set at all and is 100% the definition of a one-trick pony, who is cashing out and clearly doesn't deserve it, who has a whole catalog of cans built up for him just to crush. Nah, I can't see that. I can't see a bitch nigga get paid like that. Tim Tans says, for real about him and Wild, I'm 100% Team Fury for this fight. Man, dog, like, as soon as this fight came up again, and I knew it was realistically on the radar, bruh, I became Team Tyson Fury. ASAP. To be perfectly honest, anytime somebody fights Deontay Wilder, I'm Team other guy. So if Deontay Wilder's fighting the unknown dude, I'm Team unknown dude. If it's a known guy he fighting, I'm Team known dude. Like, for real. I can't stand that guy. I can't stand that guy. He is the king of contradicting, and one thing I don't do is fraud shit. I can't stand it. Battle Rap Trap in the building. Salute to my brother Slam. What's good, Brody? Roy Jones Jr. was a fighter looking for legacy. Yeah, Roy Jones looked for legacy. He went out for it and he seeked it all the way up to the heavyweight division. See, the thing about these other guys is, man, I can't even say these other guys. Man, we might as well just break it down, man. It's just the PBC, man. It's the PBC's way of life. It's how the PBC does things. The PBC has completely, facts, the PBC has they've completely changed the landscape of boxing. They've changed the landscape of boxing where you can look like, hey, I don't have to have any talent whatsoever. I could be like this average motherfucker right here, man. All I got to do is look the part and I can get paid for it. That's what's killing the sport. But look at what's happening to the PBC right now. You probably can't name one major signing they made in 2019 because I can't. The only recent signing they just made coming into 2019 was Ray Vargas, a champ of a lower division. Most people don't really watch lower divisions unless you really into boxing like that, like we are. Tim Townsend says Wilder's a very envious man. Wants what other people has, but just can't get it himself. And the problem is he doesn't have enough belief in himself to go get it. That's the problem. Because since when? Don't even matter if you're from UK or any parts of the world. Since when has an American heavyweight champion not had belief in himself? And even if he thought he was going to lose, since when has he not went out there and fought for it? Deontay Wilder wouldn't take on Vitaly. Damn sure didn't take on Vladimir. And he avoiding fucking Anthony Joshua like the nigga got fucking AIDS or some shit like that. Like, he is 100% avoiding Anthony Joshua. When you avoid a $20 million payday, when your highest payday prior to that was $1.2 million, no, excuse me, the $8 million you made off of Tyson Fury, ugh, it's a spooky sight, man. That just shows the lack of belief in you, and your handlers don't have no belief in you either. And that's the sad thing, man. It all starts with belief, bro. And you in the wrong business. Well, apparently he's in the right business if you're in the PBC business. But you're in the wrong business if you don't have a belief system. You should have that. You should care about that. Because honestly, what if the PBC was running boxing right now? Would you still watch it? Because I wouldn't. Mandolo says Triple G is another fighter who hardly ever wanted to challenge himself. Yeah, Triple G is one of them dudes who flew under the radar the most of his career, just knocking over tomato cans, man. And the funny thing about it was he avoided Sergey Derevyanchenko because that was his IBF mandatory. Vacated the freaking IBF to go fight Vanes Martirosyan just for Sergey Derevyanchenko to come around, be his mandatory again. And really, if you want to look at it from either spectrum, you could say Triple G won. I felt as though Sergey won, but I don't think the judges were paying attention to his punching style because, you know, Triple G was hitting with more cleaner punches. But Sergey got in there and got on his ass, so now I kind of see why he avoided for real. Triple G ain't going to really, the best thing Triple G is going to have on his record is the Canelo draw. Andrew Beck, salute. So, I mean, like I said, man, when I watched the press conference, I didn't see him nervous. I didn't see him shook. I just seen him just go with the flow of the situation and how it was going to go. He saw that it was 100% favored in his direction, so he just let the cards fall where they may. Because if you notice, Deontay Wilder spoke for a total of 30 minutes. Tyson probably spoke for a total of 9. He said all he needed to say. Because within that instance, when I see, bro, I'm looking at it like, yo, fam, you are really trying to hype yourself up. You trying to put a battery in your back right now. You trying to believe that the outcome wasn't really what the outcome was. But we saw you after the fight. We saw you ain't raise your hand up. We saw you put your hand down walking back to the corner while you was over there looking at Telly Swift doo-doo. We saw you. I know you needed your girl to hold you. I know you felt sick inside. It wasn't what you wanted. But that's what you got. And as long as you're going to be a one-trick pony, that's what you're going to get. So I can understand where Tyson Fury is coming from, where he's saying this, man, I'm just going to get in the ring and I'm going to wash this dude. Man, wash that nigga up and ring him out. Wash his ass all the way up. I ain't even mad at you. Because at this point, I done had it up to here, bro. I need some results or whatever. You know what I mean? Because the worst part about it is if Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury, yeah, they got to go in there and do it again. But at the same time, like, where's that going to leave the heavyweight division? Is Deontay Wilder going to go back and fight Anthony Joshua? Because I don't know if y'all watched the interviews after that, because he damn sure didn't want no parts of 50-50. He act like he wasn't even interested in the 50-50 when it was brought to his attention, when Radio Raheem brought that shit up. Oh, my God. And another thing that blew me, bruh. Why is Shelly Finkel always popping out this man back pocket, popping up from around the corner? Man, this nigga's like literally, like he's a part of Deontay Wilder's consciousness or subconscious thinking or something. Cause I swear, Montgomery Burns always pops up. If y'all wondering why the thumbnail up there is Montgomery Burns, that's Shelly Finkel. That's why I put that joint up there. Yeah, bro. He popped up and said, yeah, when we knock out Fury, we're going to be the ones negotiating, sending the offer. Man, if you don't sit your old rigor mortis tired ass down, you should not be that sharp and on the draw to be that damn old. Who the hell you think you is? Bob Arum? Alvin Chase salute. They actually cut off Mike Tyson while he was talking. Oh yeah. Facts. I even brought that up earlier that they cut off his mic while he was talking. That's why I said that press conference was never even designed for Fury to win. It was designed for the public to get this perception, because that's what it is. The PBC is all about perception, not reality. Their fighters are a perception, not reality. The way they talk is perception, not reality. Yeah. I'm on a live stream. Hold on. All right, yeah. Man, I was in a flow, man. People knocking me off and shit about people getting off school. But yeah, man, that's perception, not reality. We already know the PBC operates in all perception and not reality. So they only did that to try to boost up Deontay Wilder's ego and to boost his fans to be like, yeah, he ready. See, y'all can't get in his head like y'all think he gonna get in his head and this and that. But nah, it's not like that. Like the old saying, man, don't believe the hype, bruh. Don't believe the hype. Believe half of what you see, none of what you hear. D, salute. Speaking Mind Sports Talk in the building. Tim Townsend says Wilder's never sent one real offer to AJ, but says in every interview he sent 5. Yeah, man. Yeah. Just like Shelly saying, they gonna send the offer. The only sort of offer they gonna send is they not gonna send one. Tired of seeing the sport being dumbed down by so-called boxing experts just to build up Wilder. Boxing was about skills, but now it's about skills don't matter. Only to the PBC, brother. Only to the PBC. Boxing skill definitely matters. They have this whole business moniker where they think boxing skill doesn't matter. But look how that's working out for them. They're not getting any signing. They're not putting on a heavy amount of shows. They can't even fill out pay-per-views. The PBC is really suffering in a major way. I got some inside information on the PBC, and I'm gonna be leaking it out slowly but surely. But you know how we would always talk about saying like we would always wonder if the guys would get an offer and so on and so forth. Man, the PBC ain't even giving guys their offers. You know how Jamal Charlo always talks about Canelo's ducking them? Well, inside information told me Golden Boy Promotion definitely sent him the offer. Oh, and I got solid inside information too. Please believe me, it's hella solid. Golden Boy Promotions definitely sent him a 7-figure offer. But you want to know what Golden Boy Promotion also said? They don't even think Al gave him the motherfucker. They don't even think they told him. And to make the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight and the Amir Khan fight, when both of those guys were PBC fighters, they had to go around Al Heyman, go around Sam Watson, go around the handlers, and they had to go to the fighters themselves. And the fighters themselves went to Al Heyman and told him that was the fight they wanted to make. And he went and made the fight. So it can only be one or two things. It's either Al isn't giving them the offer, which sometimes I do believe so, because it doesn't coincide with what he has going on at that time. He probably already got something lined up for those fighters, so he can probably try to wring out whatever juice they can get from the viewing audience, hoping that it could turn over to a fistful of dollars. Or the fighters themselves just don't want to take the fights. Either way, it's some bad shit. On the first side, it's horrible because you're supposed to be an advisor, but you fucking advising your guys to drive themselves into a fucking wall like a crash test dummy. And on the second hand, these fighters don't have no belief, so they really just need to take their ass to WWE, and they just trying to milk the game. And regardless of what they doing, they not milking one or two, because how many fights are y'all going to buy from the PBC on pay-per-view this year? What can they really give you on a pay-per-view that's going to be fruitful for you to say, you know what? I'm going to spend my money on that shit. I'll wait. Tim Townsend says, what do you think Wilder's fans are going to do when he loses? Man, you want to know what they're going to do? They're going to scream Errol Spence. They're going to scream Errol Spence, the greatest thing to touch gloves. They're going to hope to God Errol come back and do something spectacular. Or they're going to say, you know, Wilder had a broken arm, he had a sprained ankle, turf toe, he had an abscess. They gonna say Wilder had so much stuff wrong with him. You know why the grandmother just died yesterday? Why the grandmama died 3 years ago? His other grandmama. I'm telling you, the excuses will come from every angle, bro. Paul Lindy, salute. Tim W, salute. My guys in the building. Welly boy slip and move. Fah, fah. You know what it is. Alvin Charles says, Waddle refuses to do any press conference. If Tyson could interrupt him and hype up the crowd. And that's 100% what I was saying, Alvin Charles. That's what I was saying. That press conference was tailor-made for Wilder to look like he had some type of ego. I'm telling you, if you guys haven't seen, y'all need to go back and look at some of the the Showtime's behind the scene footage of leading up to Wilder's fight. Y'all know how they do it. A day in the life, whatever it is they call it. I can give a fuck less. I ain't the biggest PBC nigga, but I got to pay attention to this shit for y'all's sake. But I'm saying though, Wilder practices everything that he says at a press conference in the mirror. That's why it doesn't come off genuine. That's why it doesn't resonate with you. That's why it don't hit you right here. That's why it doesn't stick, because it's not genuine at all. Man, I got to decline this shit, man. My bad, man. Motherfucker calling me and shit. Yeah, man, it's not genuine at all. And that's how it comes off, man. And that's why it doesn't resonate with us. That's why it doesn't stick. That's why people really don't take to him. That's probably why he's not the star. Because when what you're saying is you talking King Kong shit, and you out here faking like you dragging your nuts like a gorilla, but you out here fighting chihuahuas. Imagine a 6'7" nigga fighting a chihuahua. That's what Wilder, or stepping on a chihuahua. That's what Wilder does every day of the week. That's what Wilder does every fight. Every fight, 3 times out of the year. So it's like, you can't take no stock in this dude, man. He 100% clown, man. He 100% clown. He literally practiced everything he's going to say at a press conference. All of that stuff he was saying about Fury. Imagine if you had to do interviews with new media, with all different outlets of new media for social media. If you had to do ESPN, Fox, CBS, NBC, etc., etc. If you had to do all of those things, and you keep hearing, man, Fury know he had a concussion. When you got knocked down, you don't know how you got down nor how you got back up. That's a concussion. When you see a guy doing that, and if I can say it word for word, and I only watched your shit one time, you know that it's just embedded into his memory subconsciously, because all he's doing is saying all of the same stuff over and over, and he's trying to talk himself back up. He's hoping to get in the ring, and he's hoping people talk him up. And just like Fury said, you know you beat that boy, girl. Fucking doo-doo. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like he said, people in his ear. He's got nothing but yes men in his corner that's making him believe that he's that guy. When we already know this man is certified 100% 5 gallons of dumpster juice. We know that. That man, 5 gallons of Pruno. That's all Wild is. 5 gallons of Pruno, man. Wilder refused to do the press conference of Tyson Fury hyped the crowd. See, Stan says, that's true. Like that dumbass laugh he did. Oh my God, bruh. I'm editing the video right now. See, Stan, you talking about the ha ha. That was the real laugh. Then it went ha ha. Oh, ha, 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 ha. I can't, bro. I can't. He's a clown. He's a clown. Like, he really did that. He did the old diabolical pinky to the side of your face. He gave niggas a little Austin Powers, bro. Bruh, the fake laugh was just over the top, man. Over the top. The fact that he even tried that. And like, I'm sitting there like, why didn't they pan the camera towards Tyson Fury? Because you already know he was trying to play tough guy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, bruh, that's why Showtime only gave you 2 minutes on the show Billions, right in the damn corner, training somebody. Which you shouldn't have been doing that either in the movie, because your ass can't act, because you act in real life 24/7, and that shit is a D grade, man. It's like buying a pair of Jordans and the stitching all messed up, man. That shit was a B grade. That nigga's horrible, bro. That nigga said, wah, wah, wah. He tried it, bruh. Oh, pinky to the lip ass. Oh, man, that's why I call a nigga doo-doo, man. He's absolutely, it's disgusting the stuff he do, man. Like, I can't believe this guy, man. I can't believe this guy. Now, you clearly got beat 10 rounds to 2, and then you going, oh, that shit. Oh, my God. Like, man, y'all got to be 100, y'all got to feel me on this. When y'all see this man talk, I know y'all like, man, this nigga full of shit, bruh. He's so full of shit. He's so full of shit. I don't even think he believes him. That's why he has to do it in such a passionate, fabricated way. He don't even believe the stuff he doing. he can't he can't even believe his own bullshit. I'm like, his daughter probably be standing behind him like, really? Really? Like, as soon as he get backstage, she be like, cut that shit out, Dad. You know you ain't about that life. As Mirage says, you're right, man. Wild's lost every little confidence he had. After AJ come back, Showtime drop, pay-per-view flop. Dude has no confidence. God, hey, you just said a whole bar right there and didn't even know it. After the AJ come back, Showtime drop, pay-per-view flop. That was fire. You ain't even know. You just spit a whole bar right there. Wally Boy Slippin' Mood says, why was there only 23 people at the presser? Every time something was said, it was like tumbleweed. That's because supposedly only media was allowed to be there that day. Only media was allowed to be there that day because they got to consistently stroke this whole ass nigga ego. Miguel Angel Lopez says, only a cameo on Billions. So whack. Yeah, bruh. Only a cameo on Billions. And he was playing a boxer. And he couldn't do that right. Y'all want to know why a nigga who boxes was on Showtime playing a boxer and they couldn't do that right? Because he been fucking playing boxing his whole life. He ain't even serious. Like, when I'm telling you, when the first press conference, he stuck the knife in so deep, twisted that joint and hooked in every bit of intestines and ripped it out like he, in the best way that he could, bruh. That man said, this man has failed at everything he's tried to do in life. He came to boxing a third option. He wasn't good at basketball, they had to cut him. He couldn't cut it. Wasn't good at football, he had to cut it. Now he coming to boxing. That's a fact. There's nothing Tyson Fury said that wasn't facts. See, that's what I'm saying. You just got to read between the bullshit and you got to read between the wrestling moves, man. You got to know how to stay 10 toes down and differentiate the nigga being 10 toes down from dropping leg drops on the media, bruh. Because Tyson Fury is because that's the thing, man. Like, people got to understand, too. And that's why I made that Ricardo Mayorga video saying that every hero needs a villain. Because at the end of the day, the business model only makes sense if you're putting asses in seats. When everybody ain't streaming yet, you still got to go see the fight, bruh. So in knowing that, Tyson Fury plays it up how he's supposed to. This man is working extra hard trying to sell a fight that old doo-doo can't sell itself. Man, like, let's be serious. Why the 25th fight, man, was the brawl at the mall. The brawl at the mall, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, Tyson Fury is working overtime. So he like this. Man, I already got my money. My money hella good. I'ma just let him talk. Because realistically, all that man do is talk, over-bloviate every situation and try to make that shit believable. Like, bro, who you preaching to? Who you preaching to? Because I don't believe you. You need more people. We don't believe you. We all saw what happened. Only people that are emotional fanboys can't differentiate. We all know what it is. We know Wild ain't ready for this. And what I'm saying he's not ready for, he ain't ready for that ceiling you got to break through. Like the joint right above me. He ain't ready for that. That joint you gotta bust all the way through that shit. I'm talking about that elite level. It's only a couple niggas that can make that level. He ain't one of them. He was gifted a spot when the heavyweight market was vacant. Wasn't nobody there to fill a spot. They was like, man, we got this 6'7" nigga, man. Throw windmills. Hey, like a straight bitch. You know what I mean? Windmill like a girl. Hey, man, we can refine the technique a little bit. Hey, we got this other guy, Dominic Brazil. You know what I'm saying? No homo. He don't got that much charisma. He don't look as good. You know what I mean? Like he can't sell that right body, kind of blubbery, but he did the whole elite training thing. Shit, if he can do something, Wilder can move something too. I'm telling you, this has been a plan. This has been a plan. That's why I said, man, the reign is almost over. Because now you could quite possibly shut the door on the protection plan because you got out of them all you could get out of them realistically. You done milk the cow for as long as you can. Baby girl titties dry shit. That joint shooting out powder milk now. Inflamil. Ain't nothing else he could do, man. Crux and Sata salute. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, Addison Mirage, the brawl at the mall. Phalanx 220 salute. That boy said he might even come off the top rope with a flying elbow drop kick. That's what I said. What the hell is that? The nigga is so dumb. He can't even translate a realistic wrestling move to his fucking fabricated conversation at a press conference, man. The nigga's 100% doo-doo sauce, man. Revenant said, what if Spence loses to Crawford and Wilder loses the third fight to Fury on the same night? Man, I'm telling you, me and my niggas, we going straight to MGM because I swear to God, I got to be the luckiest nigga if that happened. Not that I'm saying that wouldn't happen because I don't believe neither one of them niggas can beat the other guy. I'm just saying somewhere with that, I gotta be realistic and even reel myself back in when even I'm speaking about an elite fighter. Hey, somebody can get clipped. And I'm not saying, Deontay Wilder does have a solid punch. I seen Fury hit the canvas, but he got up. That's the difference between being elite and having some dog in you. When that nigga hit the canvas and he got back up, he didn't turn puppy dog pussy, man. That nigga started breathing fire like a dragon and realistically wobbled him, rocked him, and carried the rest of the round like a real one supposed to. Like a real one supposed to. When you a fighter, this what you do. You eat, sleep, breathe that shit. You ready. You gonna have to, like I said, you're gonna have to nail that man to the canvas if you want to stay down. And that's the difference, man, between a dude that's really about this shit, that's all about his legacy, and know what people expect of him to do to a nigga like that, compared to a dude that's like Wilder, who don't have no expectations for himself each and every time, each and every time, each and every time, like, each and every time, right? C-Stan says, Wilder yells then whispers, like he's Macho Man Randy Savage trying to impress reporters. Fury doesn't believe that, nor White or AJ. Doodoo said he changes someone else. Man, Doodoo 100% changes somebody else. Falon says, nah, C-Stan, he's trying to be a battle rapper. Jackal Davis, 2 hands, you funny as hell. Man, I try to be, man, but hey, man, this some comedic ass shit, Jackal. I mean, can you blame me? I got to make light of this goddamn buffoon, man. We got to make light of this goddamn buffoon who should have been the last one to leave every goddamn classroom. I mean, this dude was a clown. Osam123 says, Tyson said something interesting. He said that this time Wilder is not up against a shithouse. Yes, that is a fact. Man, in every video that I've been making since the beginning of this year, since leading up to this fight on February the 22nd, I've elaborated several times that Deontay Wilder really got as lucky as he was going to get the first fight. You looking at a guy who had to lose 147 plus pounds, who was out of the ring 3 years, to fight 2 damn tomato cans, who didn't even have a full 24 rounds in with those two, to just come back. To come back and fight you and put on an absolute masterclass. A masterclass. A masterclass. So you tell me him getting with Sugar Hill Stewart, finishing with Emmanuel Stewart, started. God rest in paradise. You know what I mean? With him doing that, being in shape, all he could focus on was being skinny, bruh. All he could focus on was being in the proper weight, trying to go into that match. He couldn't focus on all of the other things. Couldn't focus on his agility. Couldn't focus on his power. He definitely couldn't focus on whether he's gonna have power in the later rounds or not. How that went. He just focused on basically sticking and moving, having slick defense, and the skills that carried him this far, getting him over a guy that is that lackluster, that terrible, who shouldn't even be able to share space with Tyson Fury, let alone have the people he shared space with. He shouldn't have been able to share space with Arthur Spilker. Arthur Spilker danced on him, let alone stand against a Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury cherry-picked that fight for those reasons. So now, when we look at this match, what are you going to do against a 100% primed and ready Tyson Fury? Man, it's going to be a totally different bag, bro. I'm telling you. And I'm all the way invested in seeing what the fuck happened to him. Jim Reaper salute says, I believe Fury is going for an early knockout, man. I believe it. My only thing is, I'm not saying it's going to be the second round, but I think it might come before 6. We all know this dude is chinny, bruh. We know this nigga chinny, man. Montgomery Burns, he know he chinny too. I hope Montgomery Burns stacked away enough of that chicken in the reserve. I hope he put away enough money in that reserve, because guess what? You only got about one more meal ticket off of Wilder after this one. Like, bruh, Harold Sconius dropped Wilder. Man, this dude wasn't even 6'3". Man, matter of fact, let me look that shit up. How tall is Harold Sconius? Man, nah, I ain't even going to take my time off that right now. But how tall is Harold Sconius? He ain't that tall. Somebody look that shit up for me real quick. Somebody type in on the box rec, Harold Sconius, and look up how tall he is. That nigga dropped Wilder. So can't nobody tell me he can't do it in a second? Man, I'm telling you, if Tyson pulls that auto walling, get inside, dig deep with that, coming over the top, man, it's a wrap, bro. I'm telling you, little buddy going to sleep. The protection plan is over for you, doo-doo. If you watching doo-doo, it's over, doo-doo. It's over, doo-doo. So we ain't got to deal with no more of your shit stains just stanking up the whole boxing ring. Leaving a trail of shit stains all over the boxing rings, all of the bums you slain. Goddamn doo-doo, man. Can't stand this dude. Buxton Santa says, I think Fury going to lean on Wilder all night. Bruh, that's what I was saying too. Plan A would be with me, if he's coming out earlier, Fury could come out one of two ways. He can come out aggressive. Cause think about this. Ooh. I was just thinking. Thanks for bringing that up to my attention. Bro, y'all know how Wilder throws the right hand. Especially when he's flustered. He throws the bitch looping, wide, and from crazy angles. So all Fury gotta do is slip, come around, boom. Once he's in there, he's in there. And if he's backed up against the ropes in the corner, that's even worse for him. Wilder don't even know how to tie up well. Man, them uppercuts is coming and them short hooks is coming over the top, just like he did with Otto Wallin. And I'm telling you, Wilder going to drop. He's going to drop, man. As soon as you touch Wilder, he looking for a bailout. His face goes left or right, straight into the rest direction. Please, somebody save me. He does that type of shit, man. The difference between the situation now is, bruh, you dealing with a nigga primed and ready. He ain't worried about the power fading on the end. It's going to be a completely different bag. So, yeah, he could come out, slip the right hand, get in his chest early, and eat his food all night. Or he could come out loose, peppering the jab, staying at range, picking his, you know what I'm saying, picking his shots apart. Start that way off early. Wait for a little bit of sting or wait for him to fatigue a little bit, then jump inside and get on him. But I think Fury going to try to do opposite this go around, because the one way nobody fights Deontay Wilder is nobody gets straight at him. Fury got straight at him the first time, but he was peppering the jab, being slick, staying on the outside, being cautious. Now he's been in there once. He knows what he's dealing with. So who's to say Fury just won't jump in there, get on the inside quick, and dog him all the way out? It can happen. It can happen really fast. And I see it happening. Torn Blaze says, I hope Wilder wins. I want to see AJ versus Wilder. And we know Fury ducks harder than Wilder after that coke binge. Well, Torn Blaze, I respect your opinion. You know, I respect the fact that you want to see Wilder win. But like I said, you know, you hoping that he can get one shot off. I don't know. Like I said, I don't believe in one-trick ponies on the elite level. Now, I know the world wants to see AJ versus Wilder, but to be perfectly fucking honest, man, AJ versus Fury is a way better fight. AJ knocking Wilder out in about 3 to 5 rounds, man. That is not a good. That's an easy fight for Anthony Joshua. If Wilder gets knocked out, he's retiring from boxing that night. His weak ego can't take it. Bruh, Miguel Angel Lopez, salute, bruh. He brought it up. Harold Sconius is 6'1.5", bruh. 6'1.5". Harold Sconius is 6'1.5". Wilder is 6'7", and he made him touch the canvas. Do y'all know who the fuck Harold Sconius is? We all probably didn't know about him unless we looked him up. His boxing career definitely wasn't shit. So with that being said, if you get dropped by Harold Sconius, what do you think an elite Tyson Fury and a primed and ready Tyson Fury can do with you? I don't know. He's seeing the number 2 at night. I might be seeing the number 2 as well. And I ain't talking about when it's time for me to go to the bathroom, because I'm good right now. I'm just saying. I might be seeing the number 2 as well. It might be that second punch to hit him. Fah, fah, and he going to sleep. Evander Romanov beat him in the fucking Olympics. That's right. Knocked Wilder smooth out. And Evander Romanov is short. That's a fact. C-Stan says AJ versus Fury is a way better fight. 1,000%. 1,000% it's a way better fight. It's a fight where you really got to be curious here. It's like, who's going to take this victory? You know, AJ's got the bigger punches. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he's the more brolic figure. He's the power guy. Tyson, and he showed the propensity to be able to box. Tyson Fury, on the other hand, he's the slick, rangy boxer. And when it comes to AJ, when it comes to talking about Tyson Fury fighting Anthony Joshua, not fighting Wilder, it's a completely different conversation. Everything switches then. Rob Plant says, I like your open-mindedness, bro. Respect, man. I try to keep it as open as I possibly can. Sometimes that motherfucker's too open. I need to close that joint a little bit. Terrell Knox, what's good, bro? we got the radical in the building. Terrell's in the building. Salute, my guy. AJ Fury will fill a 90,000 stadium. Bruh, without question. It'll fill a 90,000 stadium quick. Y'all remember on Looney Tunes back in the day when they would have like the ants run up in the football stadium and shit like that, and they would just flood that joint real quick. Man, that's how that shit would look for Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. They flooding that bitch. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna do my damnness to get over there. I start prepping early to make that motherfucker. I'm gonna get me a ticket. If that fight ever comes, I got to get a ticket. No question. No question. I will not miss that fight from the couch. I will not. I repeat, I will not. The Jim Reaper says, at Tim Townsend, dude, AJ versus Fury is the biggest fight on the planet. I agree, 1,000%. It's 100% the biggest fight on the planet. And we're talking about the biggest fight on the planet. And we're talking about the skilled, light-footed boxer versus the very skilled, light-footed boxer, power puncher. That would be incredible. Terrell says, I thought Wilder. I know you would think he won, Terrell. I know you would think he won the press conference. He said, but I'm going to read your shit, though. I thought Wilder won the press conference. He's talking more than he did the first fight, and Fury seems scary to talk like he was before. Terrell, you do know they cut his mic off in the beginning, right? You do know when you beat somebody's ass, you don't got nothing to prove. So, you know, it behooved Wilder to do all of the talking. But I'm just pointing that out to you, homie, just so you know. You know what I mean? I wouldn't consider it a loss. I would consider it that motherfucker practice being reserved as he possibly can. That time he had the flu when it was supposed to be the media day, man, Wilder was with tarot card readers. He was with voodoo practitioners. This man was with mediums. He was with all types of shit trying to conjure up every damn spirit from every possible religion there is known to man to try to give him strength and mental fortitude where he could sit through that whole press conference without soiling his goddamn tight-ass pants. Blue Sky says another interesting fact is about Sconius is that he has a 23. Hold on. Let me go ahead and say that with some emphasis on it. Blue Sky comes with another interesting fact about Harold Sconius. He only has a 23% knockout ratio, and he dropped Deontay Doo-Doo Wilder. Could you imagine that? Oh, yeah, that's a fact, Blue Sky. AJ lands on Wilder, cook God, he going to break everything in his grill. If he was faking, If he was faking about this and that being broken, that nigga's gonna walk up out of that joint fucking with AJ like this. Ah, my neck, my back, my neck, and my back. Man, AJ versus Wilder has been so late, so long overdue. That shit's been ran down, ran over 10 times, dried out rigor mortis, left on the side of the road like roadkill, shit extra stinky and everything like that. Then my, you know what I'm saying, my hillbilly neighbor had to go scrape that joint up, throw it off the side of the road. That's how dead that shit is. It ain't no coming back, bruh. It ain't no coming back. Like, honestly, I don't want to see it brought back. I need that shit to stay right where it is. I need everybody to keep their energy and their momentum focused on this thing here. Like this Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua thing. I mean, shit, I like to tell everybody that tunes into the Two Hands Up show to be somewhat of realist here. We all got to be realist. And realistically, Deontay Wilder is never going to make that fight. The only reason he made the fight with Tyson Fury is because he doesn't believe to be Fury a puncher, so he doesn't believe he's going to be in any trouble. But we already seen how that shit went. Sconia was dropped in the first round by Stavern too. Damn. See, now we on Harold Sconia facts. Hey, Harold Sconia, hey, you got to salute the chat, bro. We blowing you up right now. We're making you seem like the biggest thing since kind of like Deontay Wilder. I want to see White versus Wilder before I see AJ versus Wilder. Yeah, man, because the beef is done bubbled and it's done brewed so much. Man, I just want to see Dillian White get his just due, man. That's what it all boils down to, man. Dillian White has been prolonged. The languidity of this whole situation is just out of control. They have made this shit, oh my God, they've done this guy. So, man, I stopped counting fucking days, man. I stopped counting days like I'm about to do a life sentence in jail or something. That shit'll never happen. But Dillian White definitely needs his just due. Dillian White, honestly, outside of Anthony Joshua, Dillian White has the best resume in the heavyweight division. That's all facts. That is all facts. Terrell says, I've never been in a fight before, but I feel like I could spar with Tyson Fury without getting hurt. Boy, go to sleep or something, Terrell. You out of control right now. This nigga says I could spar with Tyson Fury without getting hurt. He got good defense, but plays patty cake with his punches. Yeah, but let one of them patty cake punches touch you on your chin. We'll see what you do. You gonna be in that doing the stanky leg. King Twarney salute. Says Fury gonna get the green belt and we're gonna get the big fight in the UK. That's what I'm talking about. 2 strong arms all the way up. That's what I'm saying, Jim Reaper. Talk to Terrell, man. Y'all know Terrell crazy, man. Y'all keep that nigga in line. Y'all know Terrell is the radical of the group, man. Christian NWO says, Wilder and Fury are the top 2 boxers in the world. Everyone's eager to find out who's the king of boxing. No. What Ring Magazine is trying to do is they're trying to separate and try to find out if Tyson Fury or whatever one of those two are, Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua, or if Deontay Wilder wins both fights, they're going to try to find out who's truly the king of the heavyweight division. Actually, we already know who the king of the heavyweight division. Who's number 1 on BoxRec? Who's number 1 around the world? Who got all the unified belts? Who took on all the toughest opposition? I'll wait. It damn sure ain't Wilder. Wilder don't even deserve to be close to a Ring Magazine belt. He ain't done one thing in his career that deserves that. That Ring Magazine belt is only online is because they want to put it right back with the lineage. And the lineal heavyweight champion is Tyson Fury. And both of those, you know what I'm saying, and they've been separated for too long. They want everything to be in place like it properly should, as it's always been. The Ring Magazine, since the inception of time, has always been with the lineage. The Ring Magazine is only gifted to the best boxer in the world. The best boxer in the world is not Tyson Fury. It's not fucking Deontay Wilder. It's Anthony Joshua. The thing is, we can't get either one of these cupcakes in the ring, but I believe we can get Tyson Fury in there quicker because I know Tyson Fury want to host all of them joints up and call it quits. Jim Reaper said, yeah, White needs his shot, and now we's talking Ruiz or Povetkin. That's dope. But those are two fights I see him winning quite easily. I don't see Andy Ruiz hurting him. I see a left hook stopping Andy Ruiz easily. And as far as Povetkin is, all he has to do is dictate the pace with the jab. Povetkin's feet are always sunk in the ground, and he's only going to give you gas in spurts. So as long as Dillian White dictate that match all night with his jab, really, and just stay out of the way of that goddamn crazy damn left hook Povetkin got, he'll be all right. Carlos Rosado, salute. Another real one in the building. C. Stan says, if Wilder gets KO, he'll definitely stay away from White, AJ, Usyk, Dubois, shit. He might avoid the top 20 in rating. Bruh, if C. Stans, if Wilder gets KO, you want to know how much? Bet you he won't want to take that third fight. I bet you he won't. Man, Fugazi ass thugs, bro. I can't tell you, man. But you know what I say, D. It's only so long fake thugs can pretend, my G. Man, Terrell always drinking, man. Every time Terrell jump on the live, y'all got to perceive that shit as Terrell is hella drunk. The bottles have all been tilted over. The bar is done. The bar is done. Terrell done smashed that joint. Because he's talking extra inebriated. Lee Van, salute. Did you hear about Wilder getting knocked out and spawned by Klitschko? Oh, I've heard that several times. Matter of fact, I've been hearing it all the way back since 2013. And you want to know by who? By James Ali Bashir. And speaking on that same situation, I was talking to a very, very, very high up there inside source. It's 100% the truth. And then James Ali Bashir, because he was in both of their corners at the time, he said, yeah, he got dropped. He got dropped. Looking all crazy and shit. Martin Ramos says, him not being in a fight ever explains why he said that nonsense. You took the words right out of my mouth. Jim Reaper says, Terrell is the flat earther of the group. He definitely is the flat earther and shit. Is water wet? Terrell Knox, at Jim the Reaper. I'm 240 right now, but I'm only 6'2". If I had 1 minute rounds, I'd be straight. But I'm carrying too much muscle to box anyone for long rounds, and I ain't never boxed before, but Fury wouldn't scare me. You saying that now, but get in the ring with a boxer. You want to know what, and what you just said, you wouldn't last nothing but longest rounds. And you want to know what makes the biggest cowards out of men? Fatigue. That is a fact. Hassan Mirage says, Finkel has Wilder wrapped in a bubble wrap. He's not letting White, Usyk, Joshua get near Wilder. I'm telling y'all, man, if Tyson Fury goes out and sparks this boy in the worst way, I'm telling y'all some actual factual shit. He probably will not fight Tyson Fury again. He's going to be like, well, you know, Fury knocked me down, you know. And I thought I spoke it, believe it, receive it. But now I got to be realistic about my career, you know. And realistically, I ain't trying to get knocked down again, you know. Bum squad. Question, you know, Dylan Dope Fiend White has the second best resume in the heavyweight division. Okay, Christian, I'm not too fucking bright. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, whatever the fuck the last 3 letters of your name is. Who got a better resume than Dillian White outside of Anthony Joshua? I'll wait. Who do you say? Who do you say has the second best resume in the heavyweight division? Because I swear to God, you smoking Sherm sticks and you got pixie flavored cocaine right now. Facts from Miguel Angel Lopez. He will 100% retire after he gets dropped. Blue Sky at Tam Townsend. Remember when Molina made Wilder do the chicken dance with a left hook? Boy, oh boy. White landed that left hook on Wilder. Man, that nigga gonna leave on a stretcher. His left leg gonna be twitching like this and shit. It's gonna look like the ass end of a goldfish and shit. Shit just gonna be flailing and shit. He gonna be looking like Spilker. It's gonna be the return of Arthur Spilker in that joint. Spilker soul gonna enter that man's body and shit like that. Nigga just gonna get the flailing and shit. He gonna wake up out of sleep. He gonna dream of them 8-ounce gloves, wake up out of sleep and shit. Body just get the flailing, twitching all weird and shit like that. Fury ended Vladimir's run. Who else did Tyson Fury fight? Tyson Fury been out the ring for 3 years, and even then out of the ring for 3 years. Who else did Tyson Fury fight? Doo-doo. Tyson Fury's the best name on Tyson Fury's record is Klitschko. Other than that, he fought Chisora twice, and he fought Steve Cunningham. Outside of that, Tyson Fury ain't done nothing in the heavyweight division, you dummy. You know who Dillian White has fought? Do you? Just in this year. His resume matches what that nigga got going on. Vladimir Klitschko is a great win. I take nothing up off of that. But outside of that, what has Tyson Fury done? Stop it, man. Stop it. That's the first thing they say, Vladimir Klitschko. Oh, but this is the same Vladimir Klitschko you don't even want to give Anthony Joshua credit for, because I know you one of them wilder cock hoppers. Torn Blaze says, yo, what them LDBC dudes got against White and AJ? That's what I'm saying, Torn Blaze. I don't know, bruh. Thought they be riding with him since they black, but they treating him like he's hung their ancestor trees. And you want to know what's so stupid about these cock gobbling ass Deontay Wilder fans? That's how you know they never even passed 3rd grade. This is how you know these Negroes ain't never passed 3rd grade. Because you say other black men are coons for following behind Anthony Joshua. But Anthony Joshua is 100% a black man with Nigerian descent. His family's actually from the motherland of Nigeria. So if you were so pro-black, you would follow Anthony Joshua since he's a Pan-Africanist, you fucking idiot. If you even know what that is. Look at dumb as shit. You say all about these black men not signing to these white guys and stuff like that. But the only nigga on the child line is Deontay Wilder. Niggas be talking out their neck like following Anthony Joshua is such a bad thing. I'm sorry I follow an accomplished, gold medalist in the amateurs. Wilder got a bronze. I'm sorry I follow a unified champion. Wilder was champion first, got the WBC belt in 2015, has never even unified a belt. Wouldn't even unify that motherfucker with Charles Martin. I'm sorry I follow a guy that has fought the upper echelon of talent and actually has the best resume in the heavyweight division and is willing to take on everybody and has the option now of picking between 2 fights, being Kubrat Pulev, who Wilder wouldn't fight either, or being Alexander Usyk, who Usyk called him out as soon as he came up to the heavyweight division, and you ain't hear Jiminy crickets from that nigga. And he would rather fight Usyk than fight Kubrat Pulev because he's the more accomplished, undisputed cruiserweight champion. How does D say it? You idiot. Tim Town said, Wilder said he will retire if Fury knocks him out. Please knock him out. I'm telling you, he ain't faking. If Fury knocks him out, Wilder is not going to fight Fury again. And you want to know why? Man, go back and watch the Showtime epilogue with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury when they closed out the Tyson Fury match. When that Bama was sitting backstage after the press conference and Fury had him so in his feelings, he was crying to Telly Swift and she was standing in between his legs and he said, it's not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. And she's like, I know it ain't, baby, while she caressing his bitch ass. It's not a game. I know it ain't, baby. It's not a game. Shut the fuck up. Martin Machine says, when Fury touch your ass with the jab, your ass will go to sleep now. He go all the way to sleep. He go to sleep, sleep, sleep. And I say sleep, sleep, sleep. That's all 3 Z's sitting over top of his head. Tim Reaper says, laugh out loud. Since the AJ fight, White is the most improved fighter, beating former champions and top 10 boxers like Rivas. He even beat Parker, who beat Ruiz, who beat AJ. So what is he trying to say? I don't know what this nigga trying to say. He probably done got ghost, man, saying that stupid ass shit. Or like my Philly nigga say, that old nut ass shit he talk. Man, he smoking sugar flavored sherm sticks, bruh. I promise you. Torn Blaze says, at Boxing Historian, I was afraid of that too, but nah. What did Boxing Historian say? Is this LDBC turf? Hell nah. You dealing with the real, the unbiased truth over here. If y'all ain't never been to this channel, check out my videos after this shit. I promise you I'll make a movie out y'all. I promise you y'all gonna be down. My shit the truth. And I keeps it all the way 100. We don't show no favoritism. Crux on Sada says, Christian talking about lineage, not resume. Yeah, he definitely got the lineage. He definitely got the lineage, and I take nothing away from that because Fury was the first one to beat the man. Everybody know Vladimir Klitschko was King Boogeyman. If it wasn't him, it was Vitaly. If it wasn't Vitaly, it was back to Vlad. Them niggas was playing ping pong with the title of who the hell is the biggest boogeyman out this bitch. That's a fact. But what I'm saying is I take nothing away from Tyson Fury has done. Don't get that confused. But to say Tyson Fury has the has a better resume than Dillian White, man, he's smoking sugar-flavored sherm sticks, and can't nobody tell me no different. The nigga see different colors and shit when the smoke go in front of his face. He start tripping like he ate mushrooms and shit. Did this nigga just say boxing fucking historian says he fought Klitschko, Wilder, Cunningham, Schwartz, and Chisora? Did you really just say Tom Schwartz, my nigga? Go to bed. Go to bed. It must be 3, 4 o'clock in the morning where you at, and you just ain't have enough sleep after the job. Cause nigga, you sound dizzy. You dizzy. 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 Nigga, you want some nut ass shit right now. Man, if you're, man, go, oh my God. I ain't talk, man, y'all talk to that nigga. I ain't got nothing else to say to this wild ass nigga. Steve Keller, what's up, bro? Hey, two hands, good evening. Good evening to you as well, sir. Paul Lynn says, true, but David Hay pulled out twice against Fury. Hey, shoulda, coulda, wouldas don't even matter. If David Hay would have fought Fury, that would have changed everything. But just like everybody, we can't judge you off who dodged you. We can only judge you off who you've been in the ring with. Now, I could be the first to say, now, if Fury boxed Dillian White, Fury would definitely point that nigga to death. There's no question in my mind. But to say Fury has the best active resume right now is absolutely ludicrous. It's some facetious ass shit, and I can't put not one lick of truth in that. But is Tyson Fury the truth? Yes, he is. And he ain't got no bitch in his blood. So I respect the nigga. But we're not going to sit up here and say that Fury resume is deeper than Dillian White's. We're not going to do that. If y'all want to do that, y'all going to do that on your own time. But y'all ain't going to do that shit on my time. Not while we up in chill. We ain't doing that. All right, Jim Reaper says, I'm a Fury and White fan, and I know Fury's resume and all that. That's a fact, man. All I'm saying is, man, let's keep it all the way 100, because y'all already know what the deal is with me. I'm going to give you the sauce, and it's going to be 100% where every ingredient's supposed to be in that motherfucker. I'm not going to sugarcoat it talking about AJ. I ain't going to sugarcoat it talking about Dillian White, Deontay Wilder, or nobody. We got to call a spade a spade. So I'm just saying. And I mean, I got 2 phones, so I can definitely check. If you know what I mean, I don't even need to check because I know his resume ain't like that. And y'all know his resume ain't like that either. We could talk all day about who ain't get in the ring with him. That's one thing. I could even, you know, rock with you on some of that shit. Because we know Fury was heavily ducked throughout his past. 2015 and prior to. We know he was ducked. But the thing is, that shit means nothing to your fucking legacy. All the people that ducked you don't mean shit. Man, fuck, I was a terror out here on these streets when I was young. I don't get no credit off who ducked me. Bruh, Lee Van, I agree with you. I want to see Dillian White versus Ruiz too. It's a great fucking fight. Andy Ruiz needs that fight more than Dillian White. So I suggest Andy Ruiz take that fight. He's talking like he wants another championship match. If he wants a championship match, there's one waiting for him right in the wings. And that's something the bum-ass PBC and they damn Chitlin circuit could work with, considering he would have the interim WBC championship, Wilder has the WBC championship, and they could fight that shit out. One could be hands on the big truck steering wheel all night, and the other one could be windmilling like a bitch all night. Next thing you know, the type of nigga to say, he's the type of nigga to say Tyson Fury got a better resume than Dillian White right now. The same nigga to probably say goddamn, oh my God, man. Same nigga right now to say goddamn fucking Ortiz is a damn killer. Ortiz, he probably the same nigga to say Ortiz better than Dillian White or some wild shit like that. That's a fact, Steve Killer. Wilder won't fight Anthony Joshua. When has Wilder ever fought a big puncher his whole career until he ran up against Harold Sconius? The only big puncher Wilder ever fought was Harold Sconius. Is y'all stupid or y'all? I can't, man. I can't. Man, look, man. When Harold, man, look, man, the only big puncher Wilder ever fought was Harold Sconius. Y'all know what it is. Salute, Rachel. What do you think about Andre Ward saying AJ needs to fight better opposition? Normally, Ward's opinions are balanced, but why say that when he knows AJ has fought the most top 10 fighters and why they hate? Man, see, this is a queen with some sense right here. This is a lady with some sense right here. I don't know why Andre Ward would say some nut ass shit like that. Considering Andre Ward is the same person who took all of the flack in the world by saying but not saying that Tyson Fury basically beat Deontay Wilder's ass and got called a coon for it. But see, I think at right about this time, he's not going to say something like that because in some form or fashion, I would say that SOG has to show some level of allegiance and bias considering he's top ranked right now and they're about to fight Tyson Fury. So some of the things these dudes say, man, I just chalk it up to bias. Like Lennox Lewis, you can't take nothing he say for face value, but then on fight night, he's sitting there like, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Wilder was exposed. Fury exposed Wilder. Yeah, man, my man Jim Reaper said hit that like button. Y'all know I don't ask for no, you know what I'm saying? I don't ask for nothing. Y'all do it if y'all want to do that shit. But yeah, hit that like button because he told y'all to. I ain't bossy. Red Guard Millicent in the building. Salute. Fah Fah. You know what it is. Man, they was playing hot potato like shit, man. Man, he's smoking hella dust. He's smoking coke. He's smoking Sherm. He got cocaine mixed with pixie sticks. And he's drinking crack flavored water. Tim Time says the only issue with Fury is that the lineage is that he would. Hold on one second. My bad, my aunt was knocking at my door. This nigga said I'm back on this ring, had to hit up Costco real quick. Got to get the deals. Got to head to Costco to get the deals. Sometimes it says if Fury hadn't come back, that would have been it. But he did come back, so his lineage continues with his journey. But to be perfectly honest about lineage is automatically broken when, you know, you were caught doping or you have drugs in your system. That is a fact. And to be perfectly honest, you know, you can lineage, even when lineage gets separated, it's a collective. It's a collective of groups of people that come together to decide, like after an extensive body of work, that it is irrefutable, that it can't be denied that, hey, we'll reinstall the lineage with this guy. The same thing with Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the same thing with Vladimir. You know what I mean? When Lennox Lewis retired. Nobody, he didn't beat the man. You know what I mean? But it's based off of your accolades and your body of work and how long he reigned as champion and how long he did his thing. Tyson Fury, you know, I'm always going to give Tyson Fury lineal. But when you make mistakes, when you make those type of mistakes, lineal is automatically taken from you, just like the belts. It's no different. Belts get taken from you, lineal gets taken from you too. Hell yeah, Mrs. Two Phones. Two hands with two phones. Got to have two hands with the two phones. Fury has the lineage, White has the resume. Oh, Christian was confusing the two. Okay, well in that case, man, I take that back. Maybe you wasn't smoking crack flavored. You wasn't drinking crack flavored water and snorting cocaine mixed with pixie dust. Maybe you just had a little sip of confusion. Hey, there, you know I'm gonna talk that shit. Gotta talk that shit. We talking about doo-doo right now. We talking about doo-doo Wilder. I gotta talk that toilet paper shit. Jim Reaper, yeah, would love to see White versus Ruiz, but I don't think they want Ruiz to win. But I don't want Ruiz to win and get Wilder and out from fighting White. Absolutely not. We definitely don't want Dillian White to lose and not get a shot at Deontay Wilder. But at the same time, it's like this, man. This is where I'm at with Dillian White right now. I feel as though Dillian White should just stay neutral, fight some lower B-level opposition, beat up on them, stay active, stay in shape, and be ready for your opportunity. I feel like that's the best course of action for Dillian White, because right now, even though I know Deontay Wilder wouldn't have fought Anthony Joshua, but you see how fast everything can change as soon as you catch a loss. It can change quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we want that for Dillian White. Absolutely not. I don't want that for Dillian White. You know, I want Dillian White. I mean, you've waited this long at this point. Since you've waited this long, bro, I want you to get everything that's supposed to be coming to you. If you win, great. If you lose, I want you to lose by getting knocked on your ass. I don't want you to lose that stuff just because they pulling some. You lost to the old fluffernutter over there, old fat boy. Oh, both hands on the dump truck wheel. That's how Andy Ruiz fight too. He be driving the dump truck. He like this all night. Like the old Donkey Kong game and shit when he up top and shit like that and he throwing the barrels. Yeah, that's Andy Ruiz. That's Andy. Bruh, who the hell just said Luis Ortiz was a sparring partner of John L. Sullivan? I ain't messing with you, Reaper. Y'all is terrible, man. Yeah, man, I gotta keep two on me, man. We gotta navigate this traffic, man. People be calling and shit. Be too much shit be going on, man. I be having to navigate the traffic sometimes, fellas. Y'all know how it is. Bad shit crazy. What's good, my bro? Tim Towns says, problem with Dylan is that he wants all the smoke. He don't like or can't get up for. B-Ray fighters like Wilder or Fury. Yeah, bro. Dillian White want all of the smoke and ducks none, man. Like, for real, I thought he was kind of nutty for even taking on Wak at such a short notice when he did. I'm like, man, I watched when Wak fought Big Baby. Did y'all watch the Wak first, I always get his name messed up, Marius Wak versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller fight? Big Baby Miller is a big, heavy, 300-plus pound dude, and he kept having to shovel his shoulder into that man's chest and apply bully pressure all night and still couldn't get him out of there. Like, that's a big, big dude. It took Big Baby all the way until like the 11th, 12th round to break him down. Like, dude big, and he eats everything. Y'all saw he was eating Dillian White punches? Man, he should not have ate Dillian White punches like that. A head that big is completely unnatural. Man, the dude's so tall, his head got to be every bit of 2 feet and weigh about 150 pounds. Trail says, I'm beginning to think you just a Wilder hater, bro. You always got it out for me in the chat, bro. Hey, Terrell, what's up with you and Red Glove, man? Yo, boys, chill out. Very interesting when you have no rebuttal. I'll become a hater. You acting like I'm not coming with the points. I feel you. Shit, I'll be looking at some of y'all shit y'all making interesting for me. Sometimes I get thrown off of what I'm talking about just to listen to y'all boys argue in the chat. Y'all niggas is crazy, man. Y'all all the way crazy. Tell me what full world title is. Are we talking about Brian Jennings? Oh, boy. How Pinocchio said on the Geico commercial. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Every single one. He's ducked every single big puncher he possibly could. Every single one. Every single one. That's what I'm telling you. That's why he got so many managers and handlers that's handling him. I ain't going to try to say that again. Because, man, they know how pillow pudding soft doo-doo is. If y'all excuse me, that's pretty disrespectful. If y'all on Twitter, or you go on Twitter, and Deontay Wilder pop up, just put a whole bunch of doodoo stains on that joint. Just put doodoo, just put little doody emojis. The ones with the smiley face, put the doody emojis in there. Yeah, facts. He bigging up Ortiz, but Ortiz's best one is Jennings or Dave Allen. The old white rhino. In his last fight, his White got hit with 40 straight rights against a slow guy. These Dillian White fans must really hate Dillian if they want him to step in the ring wild. No, it's not absolutely that, but you do know Dillian White came into that fight 275 pounds. Dillian White just got exonerated from waiting an overly extensive amount of time for his B sample since somebody corrupted his sample, so they say corrupted it, but I know who corrupted it. The WBC, world's biggest corruptors, or the PBC, Pussy Boy Corruptions. Those are the ones who messed it up for him, because Vada definitely cleared him. And if I ain't mistaken, sir, Vada is the one who employs the WBC. So why didn't the WBC keep his interim in place? Why didn't the WBC make him mandatory? Why did the WBC and why did the PBC and why did Deontay Wilder choose to fight Dominic Breazeale instead of fighting the silver champion at the time, who was Dillian White? Why did Deontay Wilder go in a second match where he clearly knocked out Luis Ortiz? If Deontay Wilder is all of these things and he's such a tough guy and Dillian White's so weak and Dillian White just fought this guy who he couldn't get out the ring with, have you ever seen Deontay Wilder fight a Marius Swap? You can't even say that he's fought one of those. I just already pointed out to you that Deontay Wilder was owned by Harold Sconius, knocked on the floor by a guy that was 6'1.5". But you want to talk to me about Dillian White saying he was getting hit with slow punches by this guy that was actually 6'10", and you having a problem with that? But Deontay Wilder's getting dropped by Harold Sconius, and that don't bother you? That don't rub you the wrong way? That don't give you that crack itch that you have every time you run out of dope? Come on, bruh. Cut the crap. Regular Mills said, let's not forget Ortiz turned down $7 million. Oh yeah, that's a fact too. That big bad boogeyman that y'all talk about, why was it that when Anthony Joshua was ready to fight Dillian White, no, excuse me, when Anthony Joshua was ready to fight Big Baby Miller and he made Ortiz the offer first, what did Dillian White do? I mean, excuse me. What did your boy Ortiz do? Crickets. Then when he knows he's about to fight Big Baby Miller, what does he do? I'm always in camp. I'm always ready. Blase, 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 blah. Well, the opportunity presented itself because Big Baby, the guy who was caught doping on three different damn chemicals, what did we do? Send him a $7 million offer. What does he do? Turn it down. What did your bitch boy Wilder do? Turn down $120 million. And you got the audacity to sit here and talk about Dillian White. What you should be doing is kind of caressing Dillian White's balls and stroking them joints as hard as you stroke Deontay Wilder's, because Dillian White has done more than Deontay Wilder. He's made more money than Deontay Wilder, and he continues to fight tougher opposition. Wilder ain't even scratched the surface on what he should be doing. How long has he been champ? Oh, I'll wait. But I really won't. The reign is soon over. Bruh, Terrell, stop talking about Brian Jennings. He just got beat by a prospect. He just got beat by a prospect in Juggernaut Joe Joyce. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, you crying about, you talking about some stuff that ain't even relative. Y'all talk about Ortiz like he's some kind of killer. That man ain't never been champion. Never. Never held a belt. Done got caught on more drugs. Done got caught on more drugs than CVS Pharmacy itself can carry. Y'all out here talking this daggone nonsense, man. I swear, man. Niggas got me on my boxing nuke stuff today. I see I got to give out free smoke. I see that the two-hand show done we in the free smoke era now. Because they popping up in here now. Delusions of the grandeur, boy, let me tell you. Hey, bad shit, y'all boys got the schooling. School him. Fire off at the clip. Anything I don't see or anything I can't get to, y'all boys drop nuclear bombs on them. Hiroshima bombs on them. Y'all drop Zarbamba bombs on them. Y'all drop B-52 bombs on them. Y'all just keep bombing on them. Dude, Triple D is good, but he's green just like a Jogba and isn't ready for the elites yet. Yeah, Triple D is green. Way farther along than FA though. Hybrid 95 salute. He said, Rare Glove, I'm gonna work listening in. And that fool tell that man, he said he ain't never boxed before because Spar Fury without getting hurt. I told y'all, man, but you got to love Terrell though, man. Terrell is a necessary type of energy. and so, and the most unnecessary topics though, man. Like the stuff he says is so necessarily unnecessary. God, I'm an oxymoron. Call me if you want, but y'all know what I'm getting at, man. Every channel needs a Terrell. Every channel needs a couple extra delusional cats. But see, Terrell, at least he keep it cool though. You got these other delusional dudes. They just go all the way far left. You can't talk to them. They just ignorant, just extra all the way disrespectful. At least Terrell just speak his piece and he keep it at that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hate on no man. You could be the biggest Wilder fan. Shoot, you could think Shannon Courtney pound for pound for all I care. I don't care, even though it's outlandish as it may sound. And I love me some Shannon Courtney too. But I'm just saying, say whatever you want. You got every right to feel how you want to feel. I ain't got no, it's not my business to change your opinion. I ain't that invested. But at the same time, I'm going to speak my truth. You can agree or you can disagree or we can just agree to disagree. Barry Shit Crazy says, Wilder fighting 40 bumps claiming credit like it's me being 46 beating an 8-year-old. That's what I'm saying, bruh. If I walk out this joint today and go punch a 12-year-old in the face and then turn around and look at in public and then turn around and look at the crowd of all the shocked spectators because they know I'm bugging out and I say, to this day, y'all niggas gonna think I done lost it too, man. Just because you knock somebody out, it don't matter. It ain't never been about how many fights you fought. It's who you fought. Ask Lomachenko. Ask Naoya Inoue. Ask Alexander Usyk. Yeah, Hybrid 95. He most certainly did. Both of them, Brian Jennings and Juggernaut Joe Joyce. Wash that man. Wash that man. Yeah, man, they claiming greatness. Ain't nothing great about them boys, man. Ain't nothing great about them boys, man. I mean, them dudes is like... I'm telling you, man, I've truly come to accept there's either some really closed-minded or there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers in this world, and I just underestimated the world's stupidity. That's all. I'm just coming to be keen to understand this. And damn, it kind of bothers me that I grasped it so late. Did it really take social media to figure that out? I would think them niggas is punch drunk already for some of the shit they say. Exactly. That's what I said, bad shit. I'm like, there ain't no going back from here, man. There ain't no going back from here. Wilder officially has to fight all of the toughest. He's got to hit the city. You can't go no lower from here. You can only go all the way up. You got to keep stepping it up, bruh. You know what step up it is after this. But you know how Wilder talking all of that stuff about, man, this lineal and all of this stuff, make believe and all of that crap. If Wilder knocks out Fury, because that's the only way he'll win is by knocking him out. If Wilder knocks out Fury, that man gonna walk around WBC, Lineal Ring Magazine champ. To this day, I'm lineal. I'm lineal. Do AJ or Fury got a lineal title? Do AJ or Fury got a lineal title? And I'm gonna ask him, is that invisible lineal belt holding your belt up too, dummy? Split decision boxing, you're absolutely right. I mean, everybody has a puncher's chance. Everybody has a puncher's chance, you know? But that don't necessarily mean, but when you get to the elite level, A puncher's chance don't mean squat. Because Wilder had a puncher's chance last fight too when the man was still overweight, shedding over 147 pounds, shedding the whole welterweight, and he couldn't finish him. The God of Lego, I came here for Simpsons because it's a thumbnail, but I'm not disappointed. Well, I'm glad you're not disappointed, bro. Glad to have you. Nah, man. Go look up Shelly Finkel, and you'll see why I had Monty Burns up there. Look up the name Shelly Finkel on Google and pull up the images, Lego, and you'll see why I got Montgomery Burns there. But I do love the Simpsons, though. Split decision boxes. Dubois floored AJ in sparring and will floor all before him. Sounds good. I mean, shoot, I knocked AJ out in sparring too. You believe that? I'm not saying that Dubois couldn't knock him out in sparring, but I'm just saying. I mean, hey, who put stock in sparring, man? Like, sparring is one of those closed conversations. It's one of those things like, yo, all phones off, this don't leave the gym unless things get real crazy, and then it might get brought up. Like in Dillian White's case. Wilder stayed talking crazy, doing all of this backpedaling and saying he gonna do this and do that. And I mean, hey, Dillian White ain't the first person to bring that up and address that. It's a fact. It's a fact. I mean, if you looked at the little bit of the sparring footage that was out there, you know Vladimir Klitschko's beating him dizzy in that joint, man. Bash says, what I can't understand is my fellow Americans with this blind BS loyalty to Wilder. Man, I can't understand it either. Man, people have been a little too loyal to Wilder for as far as I'm concerned. I think the loyalty need to go out the window for real. The loyalty need to go all the way out the window, man. Shoot, Wilder ain't even deserving to carry Anthony Joshua's spit bucket. Oh, Terrell Knox says, I ain't acting hard or nothing, but I'm almost 250 muscle. I'm in the best shape of my life. If I could spar any heavyweight pro, it would be Fury because I ain't never boxed before and his power is not a threat to me. Terrell, man. All right, you got it. Blue Sky Split Decision Boxing. I'm telling you it didn't happen. Hey, man, that's what I'm saying, man. Like I said, Blue Sky, I could say I could go to London tomorrow, walk in the gym and walk out. Shoot, I knocked Anthony Joshua out too. Steve Bryan, Cristiano, behave yourself with that bullshit, man. Steve Bryan, a lot of them need to behave with that BS. I'm telling you, I'm thinking a lot of them starting to be on some drugs or something, man. They all talking like they on a few drugs. That's what I'm saying, bro. He talking about getting in there with an elite professional. Man, just get in there. Try fighting a heavyweight amateur. And see what you do with that. I try to tell him already. Fatigue makes a coward out of men, man. The toughest man. But fatigue will make you a coward real quick. When you don't got no gas and all you could do is, and you ain't got no choice of a man wanting to get up off of you or not, and he could do whatever he want to do with you, you start to see where your resilience and your heart is at. Hey, Terrell staying on that stuff about him sparring, man. Hey, well, look, Fury sparring right now, you should call him up. If you 250 for the muscle, man, if you tweet him or something like that, he might let you come up in there if you can make it through the day. Yeah, man, 250 pounds of muscle don't mean nothing. That's what I tell all these dudes out here. You could be the bulkiest dude in the world. It don't mean you could fight. Muscle, all of that muscle restricts you, man. All of these dudes walking around so big, they got to walk sideways through doors and stuff like that. They think that translates to great boxing. It don't. It don't mean you can fight. It really don't. It just means you big. You just carrying around a lot of muscle right now. Jim Reaper, I tell you nothing. Katie Taylor would knock your keyboard or your basement bound type 2 diabetes ass into the next decade. Very well. Hey, look, man, y'all see, hey, look, if I was to say it, I would probably say it kind of just like that. Y'all know Terrell bugging, man. Y'all know Terrell bugging all the way out, man. I could agree with that. I ain't denying that. Mike Tyson would have beat every heavyweight today, right now. These heavyweights today would not have been able to deal with what Mike Tyson is. Not a single one of them. There ain't one you could point me out or can convince me could hang with a Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was a completely different animal, man. You talking about a dude 5'10" with great head movement, transitioned and knew how to turn the biggest of guys, and had devastating power in both of his hands, and was lightning fast. You could probably gauge, shoot, Mike Tyson's speed was somewhere with Sugar Ray's or Tommy Hitman Hearns. That dude was so fast. He was just make a movie out of guys, man. Flatline them, leave them right on the floor. Mike Tyson was something special. It won't be duplicated. It'll never be recreated. There's only one Mike Tyson, the original knockout king. Bro, I'm telling you, man, these dudes are thinking of like, yo, because you got a certain level of size or you got a certain attribute that you feel as though is great, you just think you can get in the ring with a boxer. Absolutely not. The first thing you need to be is in shape. And for all of that talking about, oh, I could last a minute or whatever, throw a couple hard punches within that minute. Or just sit there and just for a little bit and see how tired you are after 30 seconds. Y'all keep thinking, movement. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, man, it ain't easy like that. People just think they can just jump in the ring and box. Absolutely not. There's some amateurs will make a movie out of you real quick. You'll be all over social media doing the stanky leg, the stanky legs. What? What? Fury will frustrate Mike Tyson? Man, please, man. Please, man. A prime Mike Tyson? Fury? Who's named after Mike Tyson? Man, please, man. Mike Tyson is the only fighter of all time. No matter if he don't have the publicly popular name on his resume, even though even though the other fighters he fought were great fighters, if you know boxing. And he still is considered top 5 greatest of all time, top 3 greatest of all time on most experts and most people's board. Mike Tyson is something that God, you talking about how Wilder says his power was God given? No, Mike was God given power, speed, and athleticism. You talking about a guy who was fighting grown men at 15 and he looked like a grown man, knocking them smooth out. Knocking out pros, putting them to sleep. He the reason why, a lot of people don't know this, but he's the reason why Lennox Lewis kept his butt in Canada in his prime. Because Mike Tyson knocked him smooth out in sparring, left him on the floor snoring for 5 minutes. Man, Mike Tyson is my, I got, Sugar Ray Robinson, Jack Dempsey, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Jack Dempsey, Muhammad Ali, and Mike Tyson are my favorite 5 fighters. And man, I'm telling you, when it comes down to all 5 of them, Mike Tyson is my number 1. Because the one thing that never changes is what I tell people. That's why I love boxing more than anything. Because hands don't change. The only thing that changes is time. So you can say if this person was better than this person or that person was better than that person because you watched them before. And the only thing is we can say they didn't get in the ring with one another. But when it comes down to Mike Tyson, bruh, Mike Tyson in his prime, you would have put anything in front of him, he was too much of an animal for him to stop him. At 20 years old, undisputed champion of the world. Yeah, man, like with me, Mike Tyson is the greatest. And what really stamps it is the fact that Muhammad Ali even came out. Muhammad Ali was even asked, and I'm talking about a cognitive Muhammad Ali. A cognitive Muhammad Ali was asked, if you and Mike Tyson were to fight, who would win? It would be Iron Mike. Yeah, he would have yeah, even Muhammad Ali said he would have beat him. When I used to box, I've seen Fatigue beat guys more than average punches. 100%. I'm telling you. You know how if you ever been in a fight and you've been completely gassed, you know one of the hardest thing is to keep that poker face, because you know if he scoop you or he grab you or put you on the ground or whatever, you don't have nothing left to give. Or if you just so gassed, when you fatigue, try to throw that arm out there, man, it weighs a ton of bricks, bruh. And with a boxing glove on, what? Man, I'm telling you, man. People think they can just. People think because people throwing two hands, man, that you can just get in there and you feel like you could do something. Man, I'm telling you, it look easier watching it than when you in there, bro. Because when you're in there, it's a lot more than just this. It's a whole lot of this and a whole lot of gut and heart to go with it. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man, them dudes in my boxing gym, man, shoot. Them niggas make me want to go up in that joint like every day of the week, bro, because if you don't get in that joint and spar on a consistent basis, they going to beat your ass, man. Anybody that's actively in the gym, that's constantly actively in the gym and keeping their body in shape, if you're not in shape and you're not staying in shape and you go up in that gym, you're going to get your ass whooped. And you're going to catch a whole lot of ass whoopings before you start even getting some whoopings in. Yeah, look, Lennox Lewis would be the biggest problem to all of these heavyweights moving right now. If Lennox Lewis was boxing right now, man, what? And you talking about somebody that was nice? If he wasn't one of the most hated, he would be getting way more love and respect than a lot of other people. You know, a lot of these other fighters, because to be perfectly honest, that's a guy who had it all. There wasn't one aspect of Lennox Lewis' game that you could call weak. Not one. Yeah, Prime Ali wasn't humble. He didn't have to give Mike Tyson his respect. Nobody gave Mike Tyson his respect up until they got in the ring with him. Until he put that hurt up on him. Man, I don't care what nobody say, bruh. If Mike Tyson was around today and Mike Tyson was knocking dudes out the way he was knocking them Bammers out back in the day, I don't care who you are. You can't tell me these fighters wouldn't be scared. They would be 100% scared of what's about to happen to them for real. They would be mad. They like, man, look, half of them dudes would be like, I don't even know if this check is even worth it. You want to know what the difference between fighters back then and fighters now then? Dudes actually took a dive and meant it. They meant to take a dive because they didn't want that smoke from your Foremans, your Shavers, even your Ron Lyles. They didn't want that smoke from your Mike Tysons, your Lennox Lewis. These dudes would take a dive and just get up out of it. They don't want no parts of it. Or they would take a quick punch in the face just to be done with it. That's the difference between then and now. Look at all these dudes. You got football players trying to come in the box and thinking they could do it because these dudes so soft with it, man. Bruh, it's one thing, man, look. Mike Tyson was procreated the way he was. It cannot be duplicated, man. You can't duplicate that size. You can't duplicate that speed. You can't duplicate that IQ. And there's only one custom model. He came out of the school of Floyd Patterson. Mike Tyson was an old school throwback fighter. Truthfully, the last of his kind. The last of his kind at the heavyweight division. You'll never see another animal like that again. Never. And as long as we've been waiting, still can't even see you still won't even see the animal. You still ain't gonna get an animal like that. We could be waiting another 50 to 100 years before we see another Mike. You and I won't be here, but hey, that's that, man. I'm going to wrap this joint up. I got stuff I got to do, man. I was on here way longer than I was supposed to. Appreciate y'all stopping in, showing love. It's always my pleasure, man. We're going to get back to this as soon as possible. I got a shitload of editing to do. Thank God I didn't have to do that shit today. So I will check y'all later. As we always say when we close this joint out, it costs you nothing. Pay a nigga no mind. Fah, fah. You know what it is.